building. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm out here. The tailgate experience.
All the way up. You're about to take the victory. Go. All right. Keep down. What do we got right here? Who in the house right here? All right.
Hold on up. A happy birthday to this.
Y'all know what time it is. Monday Night Football don't beat no better. I'm trying to tell you. The shit. All right. Who we got right here? We got some right here. Wonder Woman back there. Alright. It's taking up. Alright, what you guys do? What you guys do? That's the list. Alright. It's that's the list. Like Virgin. Alright. Yeah. Southeast Town. Let's get it. Alright. Right here, y'all at Royal Riot. Tailgate one. Oh, man. It's on. Let's go. We told y'all we gonna be out at 6. And y'all know what's happening. All right.
Yes, sir. Look, welcome to the tailgate experience, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Your boy Dub Q in the building, man. What's up with you, MDJ? How you living?
Hey man, I'm living, man. You already know, man. What's good with you? What's good with everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna talk a little bit of NFL football tonight, man. First and foremost, football is back, and I'm excited. We got to see, look, Houston versus Chicago last night, and how did you like what you saw coming out of that game, dog?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, Q. It's just it's football, so I'm happy with football. So, but as far as like the teams I was playing, man, I would love to see Caleb and CJ. My two favorite young quarterbacks, but it was ball. It's back. You know what I'm saying? So all the other teams around the league coming too.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right here, there's a lot of takeaways from this game. I'm gonna be real. That quarterback, Davis Mills, is very solid. First and foremost, I'm gonna put that out there. To anybody who's wondering if something was to happen to CJ Stroud, look, worry none at all. Davis Mills was balling yesterday. First and foremost, did you catch that guy?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, he got NFL experience. He was a starter for CJ got there. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty much the reason CJ Stroud even ended up in damn Houston. For one, they ain't had the best season, and two, he the last game of the season he went for 2, and they won that extra game, which gave them the second pick instead of the Bears getting the first pick. And then our team, the Panthers, traded for it, and you know how that went. We took Bryce, so they ended up with CJ. Now had they picked first, I wonder. They probably still would have took CJ, but I wonder how that would have played out. You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, there's a lot of
He
takeaways from
looked
this
good.
game. He looked exceptional. Like I said, there's a lot of takeaways from this game. Colin Johnson, like I said, looked good. I'm gonna put it out there, piece to piece. Look, Brett Ripon was cooking. I kept looking and I just kept seeing dude drop back, and it was pass after pass after pass,
hmm
and I'm like, my God, a backup looks so good. I wish I could get this on my own team. Oh my God, it was beautiful.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, man. The boys was. It seemed like everybody was damn open last. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was open, but I mean, everybody was efficient. Like if you look at the Texans quarterbacks and the fucking Bears quarterbacks, high percentage throws. Like I said, Mills looked good. Ripon threw like 3 touchdowns. So yeah, but Mills I expected from because he's a starter. You know what I'm saying? He's a former starter in the league, so He was comfortable out there.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Football for me is back. It's in rare form. It's amazing that we get to see such offensive productivity from two teams, especially one making the playoffs last year and one team that's on the cusp. Now that they're coming with the number one overall pick, Caleb Williams. Um, Look, he didn't play, but what's your expectations for your boy, man?
And you said it right. That's my boy, man. Hey, look, Caleb the real deal, Holyfield. I'm trying to tell you. Like, I put my name behind it, and I ain't really missed here lately. You know what I'm saying? I ain't missed lately. You said my audio bad. Let me see if I get my audio right. Hold on. Try the app.
Eh, sound a little
Is it straight
muffled,
now?
just a little bit. Just a
Is
little
it straight?
muffled.
Still muffled or we good?
It's a little more or less the same.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this right here. To me, it was actually a good game. Like I said, I got to see a lot of offensive productivity. Like I said, by the time it's the end of halftime, it was 17-14 coming into the third quarter, and then a little bit after that, them boys got to slinging. Like we saw, Ripon, I think is his name, made huge completion after completion down the field, and like we saw a sighting from Bates, which is the second string, third string tight end, and the guy was just whew, magic, electric. But then, like I said, just watching how calm and poised my man was throwing that touchdown in the back of the end zone to number 80, Johnson, like we were saying, it was a good thing to see for the Bears. If you're a Bear fan and you're watching this right now, you should feel confident coming into this season, watching your backup and this offense move so smooth and fluent. Because I heard through the grapevine, they told me Eberflus was an idiot. So to see competent football being played over there in Chicago, whoo, it's not looking good for the people who wasn't high on Eberflus. It's not looking good, cuz. But I'm gonna be real with you guys. Um, After the 58-yard attempt missed by Houston, it ended up going down 21-17, and then they paused for rain. So, what's up, Anthony Brown? What's going on? Age of 704. I'm going to the home game that we got for the preseason, and I'm gonna be there at the season opening. But that Panthers versus the Jets game, I'm definitely gonna be in the house for that. Can't miss that. That is a preseason game. I'm definitely going to.
So you gonna go ahead and make that
So
trip?
yeah, I'm gonna make that trip for that one because I can't miss that one. They got the preseason tickets right now for $30, no matter where you sit at. So you can't beat the price right now.
Hey, look, man, we got a lot of new guys and a lot of young guys, so it should be all right. You know what I'm saying? Definitely should be all right.
Well, I'm looking at it from a perspective of I got to see it up close and personal this year. I got to be able to reach out and touch and see what's going on because I sat back last year. I don't think I went to any preseason. I went to the home opener last year versus the Saints. And when I saw it up close and personal, I said, this is not it. So I want to be able to look at it this year, decipher for myself, and be able to take a good look at this thing and sink my teeth into what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I'm 100% confident on that.
Hey, look, man, it's a lot to see, man. You got guys that's basically battling for jobs, guys that's trying to make the roster. So, hey, look, I'm actually a fan of preseason football. Like I said, I like to look at all the rookies around the league, whether it's the quarterbacks, receivers, just all the young players coming in.
Oh man, 704 coming down for the Bengals game. Cuz I wish you'd have told me ahead. I would have tried to make sure I was there for the Bengals game. Cause that's the 22nd, I believe. We go to the Bengals, I believe, right? The Bengals game? It's 22nd. That would have been a good one. Y'all know
Oh,
I
yeah.
love King Burrow. King Burrow is always the guy when it comes to that great AFC that he's supremely reigning over.
Yeah,
It was the 28th.
I'm false flagging today, man. I got a Bengals hat today, man. I'm false flagging, but I'm still a Panther. But Joe still can't mess with Lamar though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, here we go right here.
That's Lamar division.
Let me ask you a question before we get into the other content we got, which is we're gonna be taking a deep look into Washington's camp and Jaden Daniels. Yeah, he a traitor. He a damn traitor. 704. right now, if you had to start a franchise, and I'm talking about an NFL franchise that you say is going to be prosperous, who are you going to take for your quarterback right now? Out of all the ones you could pick.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna say to Gimme and say Mahomes or Joe or nobody. I'm gonna take one of them young guys, bro. I'll probably either CJ or Caleb. I'll probably take CJ Stroud. Knowing what I know now, CJ Stroud. But I do
CJ
like
Stroud.
Caleb Williams. I like Caleb Williams a lot. Like I know it's funny we pick on him and all that, but hey, that boy the real deal now. Little baby Aaron Rodgers now. Watch. Just watch. Just watch.
I'm gonna be real with you right now. If I had to start up a franchise with any NFL quarterback, I'm gonna go two ways with this. I'm gonna give you two guys. I'm
Hmm.
gonna give you a veteran, and I'm gonna give you one of the young boys because I don't want to just pick one. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Okay.
If if I had to start an NFL franchise today with a veteran, I'm probably going, and I know that Joe Burrow. I just can't. The king, man. He's the fucking king.
He the king.
He the king, man. He sits on the throne. He sits high and look low. Joe Burrow. Like I said, if I could walk into a franchise game, a Sunday game, knowing that I got that at quarterback, all my peace. I have more peace in the world. I sleep better at night. I won't wake up upset. I'm telling you. And the young boys, out of the young boys, if I had to take one of these young fellas that I just know was a clear-cut dog, out of this draft class only, I'm going with JJ. I'm going with JJ. It's that leader intangibles that you just can't teach with him. Um, this guy, like I said, when you see him on the field, he manages the game. He gives you the best chance to win. He's very efficient, extremely efficient. Like I said,
Hmm.
short, intermediate passes, this guy can do it. He can throw the deep ball just as well. His arm strength is very well for a quarterback. A lot of people don't seem to think that otherwise, but when you look at this guy, he does what's asked of him. He does what's required. He plays a lot of cleanup as a quarterback. The Vikings got themselves a damn good quarterback over there.
I'm gonna be
I
honest
can't
with
wait.
you. I do not see what you see. So I'm gonna just take your word for it. I ain't gonna argue down because maybe he'll show me something, but I'm gonna take your word for it, man. But he gonna have to show me.
Yeah,
For you to say
yeah.
JJ, that's a tough one. I thought you were gonna say Jordan Love or
Uh-uh, 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 uh-uh,
I
uh-uh.
don't see it, but that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Mm-mm.
I'm
I'm
open
a
to it.
I'm gonna be real, man. I could have went Drake May on that one because I like Drake May a lot too. Um, but I think I like JJ McCartney a little bit more than I like Drake. Drake is a dog. He can throw. He just got to get that footwork down. And once he gets that footwork to, be cleaned up and polished more, you're gonna see an improved Drake May. But you basically asking this boy to go back to square one because he's never had footwork training, and trying to do it now at this point in stage is going to be hard because he's going to always revert back to his old ways. But I like Drake May, but it's just that leader capable. Look, let me tell you something, MDJ. When you got a nigga that can stand in front of men and lead, you can't teach that shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You can't teach it.
And we talking
There's
about
some
JJ?
niggas that'll run through a brick wall for a motherfucker like that. Like, yes, like Joe Burrow has that it factor. You know what I'm talking about? He's just so
Sure.
fucking cool that everybody that gets around him says there's something about this guy. He's never rattled. He's always cool. He's always the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you. I mean, it's like it's basically like an intangible. I mean, it's just a moxie that they got when the game on the line. They stand tall. They show up. But like I said with JJ, man, I'm gonna just take your word for it. I don't see it. I ain't saying it ain't there. I do not see it though. But you know,
I don't see it
Drake.
with Caleb, but I just let you have it every
Hey
week.
man, let me be great. But I tell you what though, Caleb Williams gonna go out there and play. Them two boys ain't starting day one. So just
Well,
uh,
on On to the next quarterback out of this same draft class, man. Have you had a chance to take a look at Jalen Daniels and some of the stuff that he's been doing in camp in Washington?
Yeah, I mean, from what I heard, solid stuff coming out of Washington. I think he's in a unique situation where he has a defensive coach, but
Mm-hmm.
offensively they have enough weapons to where he might could, take advantage of some of that stuff on the outside with Jahan Dotson and Scary Terry. They got Austin Eckler, so they got some pieces around them. And I like Jaden Daniels in college, man. I think he can't take them hits he took in college in the NFL. Though. So what you think about Jaden?
I think Jalen, the number one thing I had about him was yes, he is prototypically the right size. It's just that weight for him. He's skinny like a grasshopper, and I was worried about him taking that one big hit that could, that could derail anything. But as long as he built on his frame, he has the height to really see the field and be a great passer of the football. I can't ask more from what we saw from him. Like I said, former Heisman winning guy. This guy, he's nice. He's efficient. He gets the job done. All I ask for, think about it. You in a division where you got a lot of good quarterbacks over there. You got Jalen Hurts, you got Dak Prescott. Like I said, you got a bevy of quarterbacks that you're gonna have to compete with to try to take this division over. And luckily for him, he has a stern coach. I'm not gonna call him a great coach. Quinn is good. Quinn is a good coach. He's stern. He's gonna play very good defense, and he's gonna come out here and give his quarterback every chance that we know, known to man, to get this thing done. And then, like I said, if it's not really going right now, if it's not looking good right now, he got the consummate veteran in Marcus Mariota behind him to, really give him the pointers and tips to bring him along. I think a lot of people forgot Mariota is a very good, serviceable guy too to teach. He's a great bridge quarterback.
Yeah, when they got Mariota, I kind of knew. I said, yeah, they're gonna take Jaden Daniels because if you look at the similar height wise, similar play style, Jaden Daniels probably stretched the field a little bit better than Marcus. But if he does sit behind them, he could look and watch and learn a thing or two. You don't really have to change the game plan too much from quarterback to quarterback. So I did like that they did that. They brought two similar type quarterbacks in there to bounce off each other. Like I said, he got everything around him to be great. They got a running
Mm-hmm.
game with Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler. That's another target out the backfield. And then on the outside, Jahan Dotson and Scary Terry. That's one of the best wide receiver talents in the league. So,
And then they got Luke over there too now. James Crowder and Luke there.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, they got stuff for him. I mean, it's not like he in a bad situation. Like I said, now his coach is a defensive coach, and then I think the offensive coordinator is Cliff Kingsbury. He got a decent history with quarterbacks too. So.
Now, Luke McCaffrey was one of the guys that they got a little bit late in the draft. And since then he's moved all the way up to receiver number 3 for him behind Dotson and McLaurin. Um, Jamison Crowder has always been serviceable. They got look, they got a bevy of guys on this roster that I'm looking at right now, and I'm saying to myself, they have talent here. And even at tight end, they got Zach Ertz and Ben Sinnott. I mean, good God.
Man, I
Every
forgot they
level,
drafted Ben Sinnott. Yeah.
every
Yeah.
level they got a
Zach Ertz ain't no
star.
slouch either. Yeah.
Think
Yeah, they
about it.
got some weapons.
Did you even know Washington got Sam Hartman as they pick up Sam Hartman from Notre Dame? They got him over there too,
Mhm.
competing. So you
Yeah.
got Jalen Daniels, Mariota, Sam Hartman. Then at the running back room, Brian Thomas Jr., Austin Eckler. Next level, Scary Terry, Jahan Dawson, Luke McCaffrey, Zach Ertz, Ben Sinnott. We both know Zach Ertz and Ben Sinnott is going to be a very good dual tandem when it comes to the tight end position.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't expect huge numbers from them, but it's going to be enough to get it done.
And they'll get a couple cracks. And like I said, the defense is gonna be solid, man. Dan Quinn, if I don't believe in nothing, he'll get that defense in shape. Washington, if it won't for the NFC East and who over there, I think Washington
Mm-hmm.
could really push for a spot. It's gonna be tough with the Eagles and the Cowboys, but they definitely on the rise. I think they're going in the right direction for sure.
Now, this is where it comes in. The starting left tackle is questionable with a shoulder. They're looking for him to be questionable for week 1 against Tampa. Braden Daniels, the left tackle. They also got an injury to Ricky Stromberg, which is the interior left guard, which
Mm-hmm.
is he's the second left guard for them. They got Algoretti, who's gonna be starting ahead of him, but they got, I mean, Andrew Wiley. This offensive line, I'm looking at it. It's built pretty good, though. They got a lot of size up front. I expect them to fully take advantage of running that ball behind this offensive line. I remember Ricky Stromberg was a guy I was looking at for us to get in last year's draft. I think it's from Arkansas. Look, we
Mm-hmm.
kept doing mock draft after mock draft, and we kept picking him up in the later rounds because he was a serviceable guy.
Yeah, like I said, if it weren't for the NFC East, man, let's just say they was in our division. I mean, they ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? I don't doubt it. It's just level of competition over there is stern, man. And to be honest with you, the Giants really ain't no slouch. So he got some hellified defenses he's gonna have to play against just in his division. He's the
Hmm.
youngest quarterback over there, so it's gonna be some growing pains. But I think he'll be okay. I think he in decent hands with Kingsbury and Quinn. I really do.
Bro, imagine having a vertical offense with this young quarterback. When you're running the ball with Austin Eckler and Brian Thomas, it's gonna open up so much play action across the middle for Ertz and my man. You're gonna see a lot. Defense is gonna have to back up because Jalen Daniels himself, he can really hurt you by dicing and slicing and dicing this field up, man. And then you take a look at this defense. I like to think that Washington might be building somewhat an elite defense, and I don't throw that word around too easily or casually. But when you look at who they got, bro, Dante Fowler, Cleveland Farrell, they even got, like I said, as a third stringer, Effie Obata. Everybody should know what Effie Obata is if you're a Panther fan.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Deron
Don't
Payne,
yeah,
Jonathan
don't forget
Allen,
Allen and Payne, man. That's they really hold it down. They hold
they
it down
hold
in
it
the middle.
down.
And then they got some of our
Bobby,
guys over there.
yeah, yeah, of course they do. Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wagner, Jeremy Chin. Jeremy Chin is now their starting safety. He won the job from Jeremy Reeves so far. That's crazy. Nigga
Yeah.
wasn't playing with us, and now he a starter over there.
They got some damn athletes in their secondary. Them two rookie corners they got last year, tough. Forbes and I can't think of the other guy, but they secondary solid too. It's young, but it could be solid for sure.
They got some dogs, man, because they even got Kelly Blue Kelly. They got Kelly Blue Kelly, Benjamin Saint Justy, or
Oh
whatever you
yeah,
call him.
Benjamin St. Juice. Yeah, he's straight too. Yeah, he was good coming out.
I'm a You might hate me for this, dog, but I
Man,
somewhat
don't
like
do that.
they I
Don't do that.
somewhat like their roster a little bit more than I like our own roster.
Oh, our own roster. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I thought, you know what? I thought you were finna tell me, right?
What that?
I thought you were finna tell me the boys finna win the division. I was gonna tell you slow down, man. I
I'll,
was
I'll,
gonna
I'll
tell you
say
slow
this.
down.
I'll say this, man. And this is my bold prediction for this entire thing right here. When you look at the NFC and you look at the NFC East, there ain't too many teams. Do you think the Giants can hold them back right now? Let's be real.
Man, I don't think much of the Giants, period.
There you
But
go.
I will say this: the Giants' defense can be solid, and Dave can
Giants
coach.
defense.
Offensively, they don't really have the firepower to really. I'm not high on the Giants at all this year, so I'll get them the Giants wins. They might split. And I see what JP talking about 10, man. That was my boy too, man. I still got my damn Jeremy 10 jersey. I wanted the boy, man. We just mismanaged him. But in pass defense, he struggled a little bit. But he knows he around that line of scrimmage now.
We got one good year out of Jeremy Chin out of 4 years. One good year. He had a year injury, and then he had 2 years where he hardly even played.
He was
That
almost
hurt my
defensive rookie
soul.
of the year. So Yeah, they had him
Yeah.
in the box, man. That's where he should have stayed, man. And I don't know what the conversation with him and Everett was as far as his role, man. But if they could have got him back in the box or at that nickel corner position, like the big Roma or whatever you want to call it, big nickel, big Roma. They might call it the Joker. You know, I think he would excel at that. Now in coverage and deep coverage, he weak like JP said, barbecue chicken most of the time, but he got the talent there. Dan Quinn can unlock it, and he what he could be. So it's there.
Look, the number one thing that you gotta love about the Commanders is they run a goddamn 4-3. That's the best thing you can love about them right now.
That's good for Frankie and Bobby. Man, that's two good linebackers. I don't care how old Bobby Wagner is, bro. He an
Hmm.
old dog. He's still an old dog.
So, and guess who else they picked up? I meant to tell you this. They got Payne, they got Allen, but guess who else they picked up? Zerhan Newton, the best D tackle in this past draft. They already got a replacement for them two
Yeah, that's
boys.
solidified. It's solidified,
That's
man.
that's how you do it if you a fucking NFL franchise. You have Zerhan Newton sitting behind Allen and Payne. So when it's time to pay one of them boys and you don't want to pay him, you can just slide one of them boys out and put Zerhan Newton right on in the middle.
Oh yeah,
God
that's
damn.
how the good teams do it. That's how they do it.
You know my next question.
What you got?
Why we can't do that?
Why the Panthers can't do it?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, listen, man. We can only say and hope they do it in the future. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
That hurt my soul, MDJ. I'm gonna
look,
just leave that there.
it's always gonna hurt you when you look at these other teams we go over on this channel, bro. It's always gonna hurt you, bro. It just shows you how void of talent the Carolina Panthers really are, man. Like when you really look at all these other team rosters, we ain't got talent. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
own a crazy like Kitty say, but we ain't got no talent, man. You need talent around here, man. Talent.
I'm getting to the point now where, like I said, I might spend more time over here on the tailgate than I do on Black Cat because it's one of those things where I want to feel good about what I'm seeing for football this season, and damn it, I gotta have a place where I can outlet and vent at. And like I say, if you just coming in here, make sure y'all in place because you're gonna see a lot of. You're probably gonna see a lot of angry. I'm gonna be yelling, shouting, and screaming at the top of my lungs probably all goddamn season. So yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, get your 100 wings ready. Shout out to the
Halloween for
Wolf,
Tupper. Lemon pepper Tupper.
lemon
Shout out
pepper
Wolf.
tepper. So that's our outlook. We were gonna talk about the Hall of Fame game and then Washington, talking about Jalen Daniels and what you saw there on that team. That boy got a lot to work with, Bo.
For
Give me
sure.
your takeaways, cuz.
Hey, look, man, like I said, they ain't gonna be all right. They got a lot of stuff on the outside, man. Shit, I was gonna shoot this to you, Q. You got any sleeper teams this year? AFC and NFC. You got any sleeper teams out there?
I got any what?
Any sleeper teams? Some teams maybe some people don't see coming.
I'll give you an NFC and an AFC one. Um, and this is everybody knows I'm a Panther fan, so don't take this so bad when I say it. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, I think the Jets are going to be much better than people anticipate. I don't think people can sleep on what Aaron Rodgers means to a football field when he's on it. That Nick, the motherfucker gonna come back with a vengeance. I'm here to tell everybody that. So in the AFC, I got the Jets. I think they sleep on that defense. I think they sleep on that coach over there. And because he had a down season, I think it's one of those things where I say to myself, you don't miss him. You don't miss your water to the well run dry. How does is that the right way you say it? You don't miss the well to the water run dry.
Hey, look, it's something like that.
Something
It's
like
something
that.
like that. Something like that.
Something like
Something
that.
little things. Yeah, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't missing until he was gone majority of the season, and you could see his impact when you had to go to Zach Wilson and other cats to try to get offensive productivity, and it just wasn't there. Then you
I
look and
mean,
you say, okay, he is the reason for them being in the position that they're in. Go ahead, Doc.
yeah, as far about the Jets, you see, like with no offense, their defense still stood tall. They probably, if they ain't no, they probably was number 1, 2 defense in the damn league. You know what I'm saying? And that's with no offense helping them on the other side. I mean, they got a run
Mm-hmm.
game last year, but you add Aaron Rodgers with Garrett Wilson and some of the cats they got, they gonna be ready to roll. I think they gonna win the AFC East. I really do. As long as he stay healthy, they gonna win the East. My AFC team, though, I would say, and you know, sleeper or not, Cleveland. If Deshaun
Cleveland.
play any Cleveland, if Deshaun play any type of sound football with that damn defense and Nick Chubb coming back, now everything they did last year was without Chubb. Nick Chubb coming back, one of the best running backs in the league. Cleveland gonna make some noise this year. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
in that division with the Steelers, the Bengals, and the Ravens, somebody gonna be hurt because Cleveland gonna get in there.
I'm gonna put this out there. My NFC, because I gave you my AFC. My AFC guys, sleepers, the Jets. My NFC sleeper, the Minnesota Vikings. And it's one because of that young man that I know that's not going to play right now because Sam Darnold is a starter. But just look at the weapons around him, bro. I mean, when you got the Justice League there, you got Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Addison, TJ Hawkinson. The offensive line is off the freaking charts.
Right.
And then you got a hellified coach in O'Connell. O'Connell is a damn good coach, man. People shit on his ability to get out here and coach them X's and O's. That boy, nice, man. The Vikings is going to be much improved this year.
See, I'm gonna disagree with you only because my team, the Bears, Chicago, man. Chicago got them a rookie quarterback. They got every piece that he needs. They got a running back, DeAndre Swift. They went and got Keenan Allen. They just paid DJ Moore. They got Cole Kmet at tight end. They drafted Rome Odunze as their third receiver, who eventually gonna be a star in the league. Hey, look, they ready to go too. Their defense was good last year too. And like I said, with Caleb, I think the boys gonna do it now.
King JP, let me tell you, you're wrong on that Vikings defense, and I'm gonna tell you why. When you look at their starters, they tackles on all that in that 3-4. They tackles. The best they got right there, Jonathan Bullock. But when you look at their linebacking core, from Van Ginkel, Ivan Pace was that linebacker from Cincinnati that was off the freaking charts last year for them. He was very good in his rookie season. They even got our boy Kamu Grugier-Hill. But you know who else they picked up? They drafted Dallas Turner, the best pass rusher in this damn draft. Then on top of that, yeah, they went and got Byron Murphy Jr. The nigga nice. Harrison Smith is still out there at safety for them. Shaquille Griffin, still there. They got pieces over there on this defense. Don't sleep on that Vikings defense, cuz.
I gotta agree with JP, man. Just historically in the last couple of years, that Viking defense is just
they had to mix some things around. They had to mix some things around now.
Look, for JJ's sake, their defense be all right. For JJ's sake, I hope their defense all right.
Boy, they got Brian Asamoah Jr. They got a lot of young talent. I'm just looking at the young talent. These are all guys that I was looking at for the Panthers to pick up in the last 2 years. When you go get Dallas Turner, Brian Asamoah Jr., Ivan Pace, Byron Murphy, I mean, those are key good pieces to have, young core pieces that you can build around. Jaquelin Roy was a nose tackle. I did a video on for the Panthers. Jaquelin Roy. If you go look at Black Cat, 2 years ago, I did a video and said the Panthers should pick this nigga up. God damn.
See what that boy done did the last 2 years, man.
D tackles coming to their own year 3, year 4, man. You know that by now.
Oh, so
Come on.
you banking on them making a splash this year.
I said the same thing about Derek Brown, and they told me he was Winnie the Pooh. They laughed in my face and told me Derek Brown wasn't shit. Now, do you remember that?
Oh yeah, a lot of people thought Derek Brown basically was on what we drafted him to be. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely arrived year 3. And going forward, we see what he is. You know what I'm saying? But man, that Vikings defense just historically and lately just been struggling, man. That's something I'm gonna have to see to believe. Now, offensively, oh yeah, with Kevin O'Connell, they always in gear and ready to roll. They ready to rock out. You know what I'm saying? They ready to hit the gas every game, quarterback or not. Josh Dobbs hit the gas with the Vikings. So you know they might come. They end up in a good position, especially when you got Justin Jefferson. You just throw the ball up to him, he go get it. Same thing with Hockenson and them boys. And Jones can run the ball. So offensively, I'm with you. It's just like JP said. Defensively, I just don't see it. I don't see it, Q.
Well, this is the beauty of this channel. We got all season long to sit down and talk about it, MDJ. So as long as y'all want to be here, I'm here. Mm-hmm. We all locked in together, man. So you got anything else for the people tonight?
Nah, man, just know there's a lot of content gonna come on this channel. You know, we always gonna have stuff on Black Cat for you. That's our home. But over here, we gonna have content coming. Look out this week after that. As soon as the season starts, we're gonna have a little weekly show for you. You know, we gonna get it flowing over here.
Yes, sir. So make sure y'all do us the illustrious favor. This has been your boy Dub Q and MDJ in the building, man. Subscribe to the channel on your way on in, man. We talking football today.
For sure.